Okay, let's have a look at forums. Now, forums are a fantastic place to go and find active communities. We're going to be able to pull more gold nuggets out of these places. All right, really popular threads are gonna shed a lot of light on the niche that we're looking at. If you're not too familiar with the niche that you've chosen to go into, or possibly a trend that you think you can make money out of, these are a great place to go and identify not only the phrases, the brands, the slang that people are using, but it's going to help with your demographics. Okay. How to search for forums. A lot of people out there will tell you in the internet marketing world that you should be using particular search strings in Google, or different kind of operators. You put in a niche term and then an operator to find a forum. I don't like to do that, and the main reason for that is that you're going to find a lot of different forums that are not popular. Okay, they don't have very big communities. They've just started up. It's going to go and find the term forum as well. I don't like them. I like highly optimized websites that are just going to show up by just simply typing in heavy metal forum, and I'll show you in the next screen. Trying to find all of the forums on the internet, ones that aren't as optimized, that you're going to find by doing search strings with different operators in Google, they're no good. Okay, you want the biggest forums, and the people who have done the biggest sort of optimization and get the highest page ranks are the only ones that we're really interested in. So don't bother doing complicated searches. You don't need to do it. Okay, and then what to look for when we find them, we'll have to jump over to the next screen to show you. So if we look at Google now, I've simply done a search here, heavy metal forum. You can tell the purple ones I've already been to just to check them out. Look at, this is like 8 million results here. I only need to know the sort of top 3 or 4. So we'll go and have a look at these. worldmetalalliance.org. We'll just enter the site and see if we can find the forums here. Okay, what we want to do in these forums is look for the sub-forums that have the most posts in them, okay? And ones that aren't off topic. So we've got heavy metal music topics. This is great, and these are some of the threads that I was looking at before that are very, very interesting. Things that I'm just going to be able to pull out and put into an Excel spreadsheet that are going to be quite useful to me further down the track when we get into targeting these on Facebook. Okay, so we'll just pick out a handful of them here, and I'll show you what I'm looking for. And just remember that this can be done in pretty much any niche, and and I would say at an estimate 90% of the people out there aren't even bothering to go into these. So we'll look at here some band suggestions. Some guys saying these are his favorite bands, and other people are suggesting bands to him. What we want to do here is a bit of a small thread. I'll shut this. This is a perfect one here. What CD is in your cast area today? Okay, we're just going to start making notes of these band names. The band name Carcass. I'll just jump into an Excel spreadsheet and jot that down, and in the column next to it, what I'll do is I'll just add a 1 for every time I see that name. Okay, then I'll know that this is what people are liking. Also, it is important here to look at the dates that people are posting. This is obviously a wee bit old, but it gives you a general idea of what I'm looking for here. So I'm just punching in a few of these names. Carcass, Avenged Sevenfold. So we'll just keep going through. Okay, and like I said, this does apply to any niche, alright? So any type of dog breed, any type of breeder name, any type of product name, brand name, any type of training course that people do. If these end up to be targetable on Facebook, that's perfect, alright? And skim read every post that you see. Some people will say they don't like a band, and then other people will say they do. Here, for example, Slayer found. So I'll just put another 1. And like I mentioned before, we'll just put in a 1 here next to Slayer because I've seen it pop up again. Some of these band names here popping up again, and there's a ton of band names here. And like I said, if you're not familiar with the niche that you're in, this is a perfect way to find out a lot more about it. Jump into the forums where people are active. Just keep going through. Here's another one for Carcass. Give it a 1. and this should be done for about an hour. Okay, once you're getting into a niche on each forum, spend a good hour on it, and if you're too lazy to do that, then look in the advanced course of the videos that we've got later on that show you how to outsource all of this work. Okay. Is another thread, recommended songs and bands. People are going to come through here and recommend bands and all these great videos and pictures here. We can see the kind of artwork again, so you can see how much information I'm pulling out of these forums already. Only been in here for a few minutes, and it's very, very important for you people out there that are going into a niche that you know nothing about. The majority of the time you're going to be going into niches that you do not know anything about, so it is very important to do your market research. And forums like this are a great place to start doing that. So we'll jump over here to metalforum.com and go into the most relevant sort of sub-forum and start looking at posts. What are your current top 5 bands? That's perfect. I mean, you can imagine getting that in any sort of niche that you're looking at. There's 122 pages here. Finding these kind of threads in any niche is an absolute gold mine. You just hit the gold vein, and you're just going to be able to sit there for a very long time and pull out so much really good information. And I know a lot of you are probably going to think, oh my god, that's so boring. I don't want to do that. I just want to go into a niche and target very broadly. But you will fail if you do that. Okay, so that's just a quick look at forums and how much quality information you can pull out of them. Okay, so now you can see that we're starting to get a little bit deeper with our targeting. We're getting a little bit further in and finding out more about not only the demographics but extra interests that we can look at and then branch off from there. Let's look at the next vid.